I'm worried for this president. I'm worried for myself. Government, and you can quote me on that, is now run by Kakistocrats. And that's very, very dangerous.
Explain.
Kakistocrats? I have it here. You can check the definition. It's a government run by worst, least qualified, and most unscrupulous citizens. I'm not the first one that says.
Right.
Government is populated by Kakistocrats and Kleptocrats.
Right, okay. Kleptocrats.
Yes.
People who are members of the kleptocracy.
Yeah.
Who are basically dipping their hands into the till
to make
all the time.
Government for what they can make for themselves.
Okay.
People, it is about to go down. When I say this, I mean every single word that I utter. It is about to go down. If you have been joining Nigerian spaces in the last week, in the last 2 weeks, then you know that anyone who owns a normal car, lives a normal life, should be worried, talk less of the politicians.
Government is populated by Kakistocrats and Kleptocrats.
Right, okay. Kleptocrats.
Yes.
People who are members of the kleptocracy.
Yeah.
Who are basically dipping their hands into the till.
Since the last 3 months, we've been shouting. It appears the politicians pay no attention. But finally, Senator Ali Ndume, with Charles Anagolu on Arise TV, had the following interview. Senator Ali Ndume said that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu surrounds himself with kleptocrats. That means thieves, people who put hands here and there, stop stuff in the agbada, thieves, that he runs a government of kakistocracy. Bring out your dictionary. What is the meaning of kakistocracy? Say it here. What is the meaning of kleptocrats? Say it here. What does this tell us? It means that these people actually know that they are stealing from us. It means that these people actually know that this government is so detached from the people. He went further to say, when he calls their attention as to what happens within the government, they tell him this is the job of the opposition. And they even go further to tell him,
are you aware, and I sent the message out to them, are you aware that people are very angry out there? Are you doing something about it? And the response is that, yes, we are aware it's the work of opposition. I say we are finished.
there is nothing they can do about it. That brings me to the main issue here. Those that have snatched it, those that have grabbed it, those that have run with it. You think marathon race that they've grabbed, they are running, you think they have a destination. It has become apparently clear that there is no direction at all, no destination. Breeze has blown and the nyash of the fowl is now open. We have seen it. There is no content in whatsoever they are doing. The government is nothing but a bunch of people who came together to steal, to loot, and to destroy. That is what it is. These are no longer my words. This is coming from an APC senator, serving senator, a personal friend to Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the one who has snatched it, who has grabbed it, and who is lording it over the Nigerian state. How can, according to Ali Ndume, he made a comparison that when President Olusegun Obasanjo was in power, that you can easily reach President Obasanjo and his ministers, the senators. There is no way in a week you cannot see a president. He made himself accessible. Recall that those that served under Buhari were complaining of the same thing because they had gatekeepers, and those gatekeepers were Abba Kyari, Mamman Daura. Thank God many of them no longer with us, but those that kept them from seeing the president. In one of the interviews I personally had with the former Minister of Sports, Solomon Dalung, who said even when he writes a memo to the president, and even when he has certain conversation with the president will tell him, oh, do not make these things public, meaning he is aware but doesn't want to make it public. Then he won't make it public. He will wait, 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 wait for so long, and the president will do absolutely jack all. We are back to square one. The one we have now, we've gone from Bala Blue, Bulabar, and this is where we found ourselves in 1 year and 2 months. There's never been a public appearance where he took questions from Nigerian those apparently he is governing. Before the election, he showed it very clear. He never spoke to any media house, no interview, no debate. They shielded him. As they say in Igbo, from the smell of the fat, you have an idea how the real deal will taste. It is now apparent that the way he shielded himself, or those handlers shielded him from you and I, they are now shielding him too in governance. Nigeria, why do we have these bad luck? Omar Musa Yar'Adua, may his soul rest in peace, came in, told us things weren't right. Goodluck Jonathan came in, this same APC fought him like there is no tomorrow. Now we had Buhari and we have this current government, yet things keep going downhill. For how long shall Nigerians keep enduring this? A bag of rice, sadly, has gone over 100,000. You know, these things are not skyrocket science. October, November, December. October, I bought a bag of rice for about 41,000. November, about 43,000. December, I bought 50,000. Now 105,000 naira, a bag of locally made rice. Government is starting a new ministry called Ministry of Livestock, yet cows are roaming the street, eating the little crops left by the farmers. Since the time of Buhari, even during Goodluck Jonathan, we hear farmer header clash. This is absolute nonsense. There is nothing like farmer header clash. It is header invading farmland. No matter what we call them, one thing is clear. This government is not getting it right. And it is time that this government must sit up. Nigerian youths are saying they will no longer take this. I think they have a date. Come this date, Nigerian youth are saying globally, within Nigeria, they are coming out to the streets to protest. And the police, please, when the Nigerian youth come out to register their anger, do not shoot anyone, because you can be shooting to your son. This is not going to be 2020. Nigerian youth are not going to be violent. They want to register their disgust and their anger. They are hungry. They are jobless. They are hungry. You better listen to the Nigerian youths. The Senator Ali Ndume, who made these comments, are now telling us things are not where they ought to be. The federal government, the earlier you start listening to the people, the better for you. Else, it might be too late very soon.
When I call the people in the villa, I don't want to mention name, but me, I don't fear if it gets to that. I said, are you aware? And I sent the message out to them. Are you aware that people are very angry out there? Are you doing something about it? The response is that, yes, we are aware it's the work of opposition. I say we are finished. Because no opposition would want to bring down the roof of the country on itself. Because they are in the country. So if the country collapses, is it only going to collapse on the ruling or the governing party? No. So when people in power start responding like that, then I'm worried. I'm worried for this president. I'm worried for myself. Well, there's problem out there. A bag of rice is now selling for 100,000. A bag of maize is selling for 100,000. My wife was telling me that a basket of tomato is about 100,000 too. Onions. Every food is going up the price. Inflation is 40%. The value of our naira is going down. And then, not only that, when you tell people in government that, hey, people are hungry angry and they are preparing, or there are signs that they will revolt. And you say, no, don't worry about them. That is very, very dangerous. And I hope this will be, to me, God will exonerate me because I told them. Many Nigerians today told me and encouraged me to come for this year program. Speak out on our behalf.